Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brandon Motzkus, and today is FabriChat.
Good morning.
Hello.
All right, so lots of stuff going on. Let's see. They would have received their book club email yesterday.
It was actually yesterday. It was a day late.
A day late. It was a day late for lots of reasons, which we'll tell you all about that here in just a little bit. But kind of cool. If you are not part of the book club, it's been kind of fun.
It's pretty
because,
fun.
Yeah, our first book that we read was, of course, Mad Honey. And then we reviewed that, and that was kind of fun. And then you guys all voted on our May book, which is this. It is so good. It is really, really good. I am a little over halfway through. We were listening to it together at first, and then I took it. But it's really, really good. And Allison just finished it and said that she just didn't want it to end. And it really is good. It's really nice, those historical fiction ones that, it's all just a made up story, but what's really nice is all of the historical accuracies.
Sure.
And this particular book takes place in Massachusetts from like 1752 to like 1790. And, really interesting how women were fairly irrelevant.
I was like super surprised. It's like, oh no!
No. Yeah, we were listening to it on
Some of
Audible.
the things that she says, like, that's right, and you better run, boy.
I know. Because what's fun is somebody that, the way that women were treated, but she is a bold woman.
She is very bold for her.
I love her. Yeah, so I just can't wait. I'm nervous because there's bad things happening, but I'm sensing it's all going to go okay. So anyway, so read it with us, and in the newsletter we also have in the newsletter options for June. Yes. Every single one of those books were recommended by you guys. And I already have some for July. I have another really good Australian recommendation from Nancy, which is really good. So we're taking it from you guys to tell us books from authors that you really love, or books that you've read, or things that you want to suggest, because we've said it before. This book club is really not about, super far reaching. I mean, life is too short to read a bad book.
We just want to read what we want to read.
We're
not looking for some of those really, like, we need to really ponder this one, or relevant in what this age is. It's just all about fun.
No, we want to be entertained.
Yes. And the 4 books that you'll see in the newsletter that went out yesterday is all 4 of them we looked up on our Libby app and on Audible. You can get them all on Audible. You can get them in regular paper cover for one of them was as low as like $6.
Yeah.
And then on the Libby, there was no waiting on any one of them. The historical fiction one
for our Libby. That might be
North
different
Central
for
Washington
you guys,
libraries.
But yeah, it's not one of those 8-week, or what was the book that was 21 weeks?
Yeah, that could have been this one. Who knows?
Might have been this one. Might have been this one.
I don't know.
It was this one.
But we did look all those up. Those weren't anything. The Diamond Eye was the only one. It was historical fiction. Mom waited 2 hours.
2 hours!
For hers.
It's in
again, for our library, so you don't know about yours. And then the other one, the Kate Morton one, she's the Australian author for this month. And that one was another 0 wait. But there, for our certain library, there was... like 23 copies or something. So.
Yeah. Because Kate Morton, she is an Australian author, and she won an award. It was some sort of a top book last year, right?
Yes.
And it's called Homecoming, and it was Amy that recommended that one to us, so we put that one on. And then what were the other ones? It was kind of fun because someone had recommended this Island of the Blue Dolphins. It's number 8 on best historical fiction reads of all time.
It's a great child read. Anything
young
from
adult.
like 12 and up.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
It sounds really good. What it's about is a girl.
And I think it's a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, and it's like 4 hours on Audible, so it's fairly short also. But they said that it was, and just from the back of the book, it said that it was an island in the South Pacific and inhabited by Indians, and they decided to leave the island. I'm not sure why. They didn't say, but she got left.
Oh.
Everybody left but her. So it's a story of survival and ingenuity and I don't know what all, and that's what, adventure. So that's what the book is about. So that's, I'm going to, and again,
read that one anyway.
I'm going to read it anyway. All 4 that we had listed for May.
They're all really good ones.
I'm reading all of them anyway. I will read all 4 of these. But anyway, that one sounds super, super good. And if you do have a young reader, lots of grandkids, it might be one that maybe you guys could read together. And again, a 4-hour Audible, that's fairly short, so it sounds kind of good. And then did you think that it was a movie also?
It looked like it was a movie. A very old movie, though. So, I don't know. When I was looking for just a cover picture and to see where it was available and all that, read a little bit of research, it looked like there was a movie. Now, I didn't really dive into the movie part, but possibilities.
Okay. Island of the Blue Dolphins.
Mary, what is it?
Kubica. I love her. I have read a bunch of her. She is a very thriller, mystery, weird twists, didn't see it coming, psychological thriller kind of author. So this one was recommended by...
It's called When the Lights Go Out.
Someone. I can't remember who. And I thought, ooh, that is a Mary Kubica I have not read.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I have that in my thing already to listen to, so that one should be good. But again, something you can vote. We'll vote on one of those 4 for the main one, but
yes,
you
can read whatever you want to read. And so you'll see the little, back of the book write up in the newsletter, and then if you go to the website fabricpatch.net, click the book club tab, scroll all the way down, you'll see the newsletters there. So if you did not find the newsletter in your email, make sure you're signed up for that, or you can click it right there. It's newsletter number 3 for April 15th. It's right there. You can click into that and look at that. And then just below that is you can it's a scroll kind of option. Just pick one. You can vote more than once. You can vote if you have top 2, I really want to eat one of those. You can. I don't care. Yeah. On the 30th or whatever, the day before the newsletter goes out, we tally up all the votes and then pick the top one.
Yeah. And what was the 4th one? So it was When the Lights Go Out, Island of the Blue Dolphins,
Diamond Eye.
Oh, and Diamond Eye.
And historical fiction. Yes, we have one from every genre. So depending on
all kinds of things. Yeah. And it was kind of funny because when we were looking, it sent me down this rabbit hole of, well, what are the top 10 books on Goodreads for best historical fiction of all time? You know what the number 1 was? Have you looked at my notes?
No, I haven't looked at yours. What is it?
Memoirs of a Geisha.
Really? That one's old. I've read that one.
A long time ago. A long time ago, because I thought, I wonder, if everybody has read that. But it is available on Audible, which would be kind of good. But anyway, and Red Tent, my number 1 favorite, that's number 5.
Number 5.
Not available on Audible.
I have one on my wait list that is about the samurai. A samurai story, which is a historical fiction one. And, I was just doing a little bit of research. It was funny because it's funny to think about how time works. That Abraham Lincoln could have met a real-life samurai. Oh. And even the samurais came into California for something. I don't remember what I read, but they were starting up something. So, yeah, Abraham could have actually met a samurai on American
real samurai.
soil.
Oh.
I know. It's crazy how to think.
Okay, find that book.
Yeah, so I'm on a wait list for a samurai story, but... I know. I just think it's because samurais think so, long ago. But to think that Abraham Lincoln could have met a real life samurai, because 1947 was when that big massacre happened in Japan. Oh. With the last samurais, the Ronin 47 or whatever. That
that's a real thing.
That's a real story.
Oh, I thought that was all fiction. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So we need to
some samurai.
Do some research.
I'll follow up next week. I'll follow up on my samurai.
Report back on that, and included in our research, Mary Ninneman is fantastic. She is the one that's constantly helping us with the British slang, and now I'm excited to hear some Aussie slang, and that was kind of fun. And if you guys watched, I don't know if we talked about it at the Sunday box opening or Wednesday, must have been Sunday box opening, that we got toad in a hole wrong.
Yes.
It is essentially, she sent me the recipe in case I wanted to make it for Pa.
Oh, okay.
I do not. No. What it kind of is, it's similar to like our pigs in a blanket, but our pigs in a blanket, we take a really nicely made pancake and a flavorful sausage, and we wrap it around. Yeah. But
it's a sausage dog.
It's a sausage dog. Yeah. And their sausages, I don't know. Anyway. I'm just going to say, your sausages look a little different than ours. They look a little pale. But anyway, what they do is they make a pancake batter, and they pour it in like a casserole dish, and they let it sit for about 20 minutes so it gets a little thick. And then they put these sausages in it, and then they bake it. So instead of being wrapped, it's sort of like the sausage
is the handle of your pancake?
No, it's like a cake, and then you cut it. So the pancake batter is more like a cake. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm going to stick with my banana skins. Try that instead, but I don't know.
Again, when we do our tour of food, she will have to eat them.
Yeah, we're going to. I mean, seriously. So we've already decided that next year we're going to do Spain so we can be there for the eclipse. And then what we decide then? 2026 is going to be our England
food tour.
Well, I mean,
but here's the trick. You guys can't tell her what she's eating until it's after.
No, you can't tell me until
you then have to tell her what she ate.
See if I could guess. Sounds like.
Tell her some of what the herbs are in. Oh, there's thyme. There's a little bit of sage, some garlic, some jasmine, whatever. I don't care. And then you tell her what she ate. Just give her the herbs.
What sort of animal we're eating. I know. Well, it is true though that when we travel, we eat local. Food. We like that.
We're not going to go to the fast food part. We're not going to...
No. In fact, I always find it's irritating, to go somewhere and find a KFC or, it was kind of fun when we were in Indonesia that they pointed out, and there is a McDonald's. No, but it's not the same. It is
of course
true. There's not French fries there, but, I mean, we didn't go in it, but he explained it, but... Anyway, all right. So book club, super fun. Gosh, I can't wait. It's when you get a little obsessed with a book. I like listening. When I'm sewing and doing things. We've talked about this lots. But every once in a while, there's one that you just are a little bit obsessed with and want to run errands so you can be in your car and I'll wait in line for you a while so you can listen and
keep the car warm.
Yeah. Frozen River is like that. So it was really, really good. Let's see. Some of the other things is that people were asking about the Winding Ways, which was the quilt that was behind us. And a lot of you guys went ahead and ordered those because you already know how to put those together. I mean, it's just a single block and then you put all of those blocks together and it creates that circular pattern. But is there, are we thinking that video might go up?
Yeah, here in maybe next week. It'll go up. We just have to finish filming it.
We'll show you how to do it, and but kind of a cool technique.
Yeah.
Today, what's behind us? Super simple. It's really more about the fabric. This is that Jay's Bouquet fabric. What's it? Is it called Jay's Bouquet?
It's called Jaybird.
Jaybird.
And this is Dash Buster is the pattern.
Yeah. So it's Corey's fabric, and we're doing, here's a pattern right here. We're doing Jay's Bouquet as a block of the month, so some of you guys are kind of following along. It is super simple piece blocks along with some fun embroidered blocks, which are kind of nice. And then along the way, I'm showing you some other really weird stitches that you could add in there if you'd like. So I don't think, where are we at about block number 8?
I think so. I think we're at 8.
Yeah.
I think last week they saw the piecing for 1, and then we'll do the embroidery for that.
And then the embroidery. And sometimes we're doing both of them together because the piece block is so simple that you don't want to listen to me for 5 minutes talk about that. So, all right. One other thing about books before we leave that I just want to mention, because I think that this is interesting, is Outlander. Did you watch the Outlander series?
I did.
I
haven't watched all of them because when I lived in town, I had, what if they're on Stars or whatever, and then we moved, I didn't have the subscription and I just didn't have enough.
I don't have enough for a TV subscription.
I don't have enough time to watch TV, so I've kind of lost out on it. But yes, I did. I love me a Jamie.
Is it like one season or is it multiple seasons?
Oh no, we're like
just
it's
a
like
series?
season 8.
Oh, it's super long.
Yeah, but there's like 6 books or whatever. It goes along with the book.
It is 6 books, so it's kind of funny because people talk about it all the time, but I have this aversion to series because I don't want that kind of a commitment. I just don't.
You are totally committed. It is very emotional.
That's what everyone says.
It's a beautiful story and everything, but there's a whole lot of tears, and there's laughing, and there's more tears.
See, the reason why I can't do that is because I can barely function because I want to finish this book so badly that I just want to, call in sick or whatever.
Oh, yeah, you're going to do that with that
So
one,
if I do that with 6 books that are that big, I will have no life.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like I get
and I have to say, I have not read the book. I bought the first book thinking, oh my gosh, I love this movie series. I'm just going to read the book. I haven't even cracked it open.
Well, let me tell you something that I think is interesting. This is the reason that I bring it up, is because that list I was telling you about on Goodreads of the top 10 historical fiction books of all time, Outlander book number 1 is on that list, book number 2, book number 4, and book number 5.
Wow.
So it is apparently...
Well, it's like Coming to America and homesteading, not homesteading.
Sure, homesteading.
Not that word, but yeah, they pretty much come and they have to build their own houses and they're doing the logs.
And this is in America?
Yeah. Well, it starts in Scotland.
UK.
It starts in Scotland. He is Scotland and he's doing whatever, and then they are able to come to America. She's a doctor and a midwife and everything like that. And for some whatever, Jamie comes, they are able to come to America, and they are.
And Jamie's the midwife.
No, he's the man.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
Why was I thinking this was the one something about if they chopped off their head, they took their powers? No, nope. That's not what it is. Okay. Okay, see, I always thought
not at all.
Something
it was
about
nothing
that.
sci-fi, nothing fantasy. It is all real people. The only weird thing, the different thing about it is she is actually from... I want to say like the 20s or the 30s. I'm going to get this totally wrong. And then she walks through this really cool rock structure in Scotland. It's really there. It's a real structure. And there's a whole lot of weird phenomena that come with these structures. It's not Stonehenge, but it's like that. And she touches this stone and she gets thrown back in time. This is where she meets this Jamie.
Oh, so she is from the future.
Yeah. And then at one point of this series, it's kind of like when I stopped watching it, she has to choose if she's going to stay in her life in present time, or if she's going to go back and do all of this adventure with Jamie, and she chooses to go with Jamie.
Oh, I love it.
And then I know, but there's so many tears.
Okay, so that was a little spoiler alert.
Sorry, but it won't even matter. You will still bawl. You will still laugh. You will still cry. You will ugly cry. It's the whole. You get all of it. Mm-hmm. You get all of it.
What was that book that I just finished that I was so obsessed with that was, I mean, it wasn't the same thing, but it was similar to that. What was the name of it? Dark Matter.
Oh, yeah. That's what you were telling me about.
Oh, my gosh. Super, super good. So Dark Matter is kind of like that. It's this whole thing of if you had the opportunity to go back in time and change a decision you made. So, if you are like this brilliant scientist right on the verge of, winning a Nobel Prize, and your girlfriend gets pregnant, and you heck with it, this is more important, or nah, I'm going to give that whole thing up and get married. And so for whatever decision you made, if there comes a time where you have an opportunity to go back and redo it, would you? And how much do you really love your life? And so anyway, it was more like Jason Bourne-ish. I mean, it was very thriller on the edge of your seat. It was so good. I listened. Fortunately, it was a weekend thing when I was cleaning and doing that stuff. I was able to finish the book in 10 hours, however long it was, pretty much nonstop. Mm-hmm. I mean, I only had to stop it a couple times to do something, to speak to someone. Isn't that sad?
Yeah. Hey, I'm like this. I'm
Sorry, I'm busy.
Sorry.
What?
I'm on a conference call. It's gonna be a while.
I know. No, we've been in. It's been nice. It's been good. We've been in reorganizing the shop, and so there's just a lot of late nights where it's just way easier to do when we're closed, and so you can be listening. But anyway, it was so good. I was so on the edge of my seat the entire time, and then at the end, the way that it ended, I couldn't even start anything else for a while because I just had to keep digesting it just a little bit, because then I started to have way more questions about, wait a minute, and how did that, and whatever happened, and how did that happen like that? So then I kind of went down this, deep dive thing. There is a sequel to it.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I know. So I'm on a 2-week wait for the sequel, but this is why I don't do series.
Right. Yeah.
But I have to, because I have to know what happens. But anyway, Dark Matter. And then I immediately told a couple people, Lori Gilmartin, and she did the same thing like the next day. Oh gosh, call me if you want to talk. I haven't called her yet. But yeah, so anyway, it was really good. But anyway, it's kind of fun to, I think that for me, Audible has changed things so much because when you're sewing, there's so many things that I used to just listen to music all the time. I might have the TV on in the other room, but that was always hard because sometimes it's like, wait a minute, who is talking? And then you have to get up and look, because you can't really listen to the television because there's things that are happening that you don't know what they're doing. But in the book, they're describing what's happening. And so it's easy enough. And so anyway, it's just been a game changer in terms of entertainment. But it's funny how many of you guys say that you don't like Audible. Marge is somebody who doesn't like it. Mm-hmm. She feels like she has to read. But anyway.
And the one thing I like is I also love a good old paper book, but I only really have time at night to read, or early in the mornings before the kids get up, or after the kids go to bed. And I'm usually so tired that, you get a couple pages and then all of a sudden it's like, you're out. You're sleeping and anything. So for me, it took so long to finish a book. Yeah. I mean, I was dedicated to finish it because you get, enwrapped and engrossed in all the stories. But it's nice to be able to be, as I'm doing laundry or dishes or the other whatever nightly routine, if I'm up and about doing things, I can be listening to something.
I have, the Audible book gets me in trouble. And so in bed last night, same thing. So I'm holding this book reading. But then what was happening is a couple of things. One is my eyes get really tired.
Yeah.
And I can't see it. And then the other thing is that as I get tired, all of a sudden
the book gets heavy.
Smacks you in the face. It's like, okay, well, that was not good. And so I think I might try Kindle. Kindle? Is it Kindle or Kindle?
Kindle.
Because I was looking at Nancy Wenke's, and it's all like backlit.
Yeah.
It's super lightweight, and I mean, it's like having a little book light on.
I need to bring mine. I'll bring mine tomorrow so you can see mine.
Yeah, I might. Maybe I could borrow it.
You could do that too. Yeah, it's super. And
I might try it.
Yeah, and you could do Kindle Unlimited, which is a lot like Audible.
Can you get a Kindle that smells like a book?
No, I mean, you can can you find an air freshener that smells like a book?
Is there a candle that smells? Oh, I don't want to go to bed with a candle on.
I don't know.
I love the smell.
A mist. I don't know.
Hello spray?
Yeah. But you also have a Kindle app on your phone. I know. I have a Kindle app on my phone, and I can show you. And it's just, it's good. Like, I even have a stand and a button I bought. So I can just sit there and click a button and it'll turn the page for me. I don't even have to go, boop.
What?
I know. So I'm lazy. I want to be cozy.
Then you can just all curl up and just go click.
Yeah.
Click. All right, I want one.
Then I also think it'll help my posture. Because, I think regardless, we're all so used to just sitting like this, whether we're reading a book, playing on our phone, reading a book on our phone, on our Kindle. I feel like if I can sit nicely or, slouch nicely in my couch and just click a button, I won't have to be like this all the time. So it's kind
What does Robert say about that thing? Because I can't imagine what Paul is going to say. Really? You can't even hold the book anymore?
Well, it's kind
Haven't you seen when it goes in my face?
But it's not, I hold my, and he wanted to know if it would work for his scrolling through Facebook. Like, no. It's a page flipper. It's a page clicker. It's not a, so I don't know. I'm sure one day I'll find it on his iPad thinking it'll work. It doesn't work. Because it's only for a Kindle. But
I'm intrigued about this thing.
excited.
Because that's the other thing, too, with Audible, is that sometimes, you know, again, it's like, oh, I can't, I'm just going to lay down because it's cold and it's late and I should go to sleep. I'm just going to listen to a little bit more. But then you fall asleep, you know.
And where did you fall asleep?
Yeah. And then, where was I? Or you wake up and you're listening and it's like, wait a minute, did we skip ahead? Wait, you killed who? Wait, what? And then you realize that you're ahead and you already know.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. So many issues. So many things to worry about. All right.
So many.
So we have a couple of fun things to talk about. Let's see. We went... Sunday night, we went down to Portland.
Yep.
And we went to a FAF training all day on Monday. And we came back with 2 new products. And then also there's some new rules for FAF, which is kind of nice. So it used to be, and I guess I don't know if it's kind of nice or not. I guess I'm sort of even on it. I think that it's important that FAF have dealers that will
support the local quilter.
Support the local quilter. So you come to see me, I sell you a machine, and then when you need it serviced, you come back to me and I help you with that. And that makes sense to me. And that's why we're not supposed to sell like out of our area. So sometimes people will call us and say, hey, can I buy a FAF from you? And then I always say, oh, you can, but really it's better for you to do that locally. Well, not everybody has a local FAF dealer. Or maybe for some reason you don't care for your local FAF dealer. I find that hard to believe, but maybe that's the case. So now, as of, I think, the 1st of April, right?
Yep.
Wasn't that when they changed it? They're letting us sell machines online.
Yes.
To customers anywhere. Which I think is probably good. I mean, I kind of go back and forth. I think it's good in case you don't have any other way to get one.
Yeah.
Then that's great. And then you could choose from anybody and you can go ahead and buy one from us. And that would be great. The other thing, though, that will happen is that then the company will manage that warranty. So you can go, you still have your 20-year warranty, you still have your service plan, and then what happens is we just bill. So if somebody comes in here and says, hey, I bought the machine somewhere else, but can you do the cleaning or whatever, we can still do that, and FAF takes care of that. So I think they've kind of worked out most of the things with that, and the whole idea is to be able to make sure that people who don't have a local FAF dealer can still have a FAF machine. So we're kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
And that, we are going to kind of update the website. It's going to take Brianna a bit of time. Right now, I think, or in previous, it just sort of went right to FAF, but now
that has changed a little bit too. Before, when you purchased your machine off of FAF's website, you went to FAF.com and picked out your machine. You could pick your local dealer, and we'd get a little kickback. That said, hey, your customer bought a machine from us, you know, here's your kickback, and here's who they are, and if you see them, take good care of them, whatever. They took away the, you know.
They took away all of that.
All of that part. Where you could still buy a machine online, but we don't know about it. Until you come in and say, hey, I bought it online, and can you help me? Yeah. So we're going to change that so it's not so confusing. Because before you had to pick your dealer and do all of that. Now it's just buy and ship. So we're going to change all of that. So if you see that on there, that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, and so if there's something that you're looking for, they have some really cool sergers. They have some really cool things. And then the whole time we were there, we were planning classes and things that we were going to do, and we'll talk more about that probably when we have it planned, but we are going to do a great big serger thing. The sergers are pretty cool, and I think that the serger, how did somebody else put it, that a serger to a sewer or even a quilter is like a microwave to a kitchen. It is true that there are some certain things that if you just have a serger set up in the corner, even if you don't use it all the time, when you're making certain things, oh my gosh, I mean, it just makes it a million times. Even tube turning, you know, there's a trick that you can do, and so it is kind of nice. And you can get some fairly affordable sergers that are super, super nice. So we have that planned. But the funnest thing. Oh my god.
The main reason we went.
The main reason we went.
We went because there was a new surgery. That's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. And we brought one home. But the main reason, and I should have brought it so you could see it, but are you going to like link a video to show it? And maybe even, she could put in a couple pictures here, but the reason I didn't bring it is because my car is full of stuff and Lizzie had to come to work with me today because she was left the last 2 days because, we were gone. But anyway, so I had to drive a different car. But anyway, we're going to set it up here, and then we're going to do a little demo thing, and we're going to show you. But it's called the Memento. Mm-hmm. And what it is if you're used to a Cricut or a Silhouette, you've probably done some of these little craft cutters before, but none of them cut fabric very well. They say they do. They give you a fabric blade, but it's all kinds of scritchy torn, and it doesn't last very long. The Memento by Pfaff has actually...
by Singer.
Oh, by Singer, which is a division of Pfaff. Pfaff owns Singer. I don't know if everybody knows that. Pfaff, Viking, and Singer is all the same company. So anyway, it has a rotary blade.
Yeah.
An actual rotary blade.
This itty bitty little disc.
Teeny tiny. I mean, awesome. The 28 millimeter?
Smaller than that.
This is probably a 7 millimeter because it's probably a quarter of the size of it. Itty bitty. Which means it'll, turn around and do whatever. But super, super awesome. So we played on it all day, made a bunch of stuff. We could cut through fused fabric for doing your own fusible applique. Mm-hmm. You can cut through your vinyl, even all of your iron-on vinyl, or, if you're making your own mugs or doing your own things, that's kind of a big thing. If you're using your sticker paper, stickers are really popular now. Mm-hmm. You can even just cut out your pieces. If you want to do a whole bunch of hexes, if you want to do a whole bunch of 2.5-inch squares, it doesn't matter. But it's kind of fun. It also has a drawing feature. Yeah. We made a bunch of really, really fun things. And so, and here's the other thing. It is massive.
It is. So it's a 24-inch cutting surface. And then you've probably got a good 5 inches on both sides. She's
big.
She's big.
Which is nice.
Because I had a Silhouette probably, maybe 2 years after they came out. I bought a Silhouette. I killed her just over a year. I cut too much. I did use a lot of fused fabric. It did not work very well. I went through a lot of blades to get it. So I have had a lot of experience with the Silhouette and doing that.
And didn't ever really want to replace it because you didn't feel like it lasted long enough for what you were doing.
Right. And so playing with the Memento for a whole day, she's really fast, accurate, and you get free software with it, which I think is fantastic because you can get SVG files all day long. But depending on how to be able to manipulate it because it's not big enough, or you don't want that circle to close, or whatever that reason is, or taking just a simple machine embroidery design into something so that you can then stitch it onto your embroidery machine. All of those things I couldn't do easily on the Silhouette because it had free software, but you could buy it and it'd work better. It's like, I'm not buying software. Mm-hmm. So I love the fact that Memento has free software. And you can do anything. You can bring a picture in and it will, you can digitize it to draw a picture for you. It will cut out the picture. It was really cool. The software itself, being able to take anything in, convert it to, it's like a CCM file or whatever, saving essentially a Word document to a PDF. That's essentially what you're going to do. And then it cuts it out. And it's Wi-Fi, so you can take your tablet or your computer and you can just say, hey, and cut, and she'll do it.
Or if you don't have really good Wi-Fi, it comes with a little cord, just plug it right in, which is really nice. And it came loaded with how many fonts? Like 128 fonts?
There's a ton.
A ton of fonts. Just fantastic. I can't remember the last time I was so excited for a product. And the other thing that's really nice about Pfaff
product.
Pfaff Singer, is that company, just like Bernina, just like Baby Lock, I mean, they all kind of have that same idea that they want to be the best. Yeah. They really do. They want the biggest, the best, the smartest, the best deal. And at the moment, there is not a craft cutter out there that I have seen that's as good as the Memento. It is fantastic.
Cool.
So the fun thing, and Brianna and I do this all the time, it's like we'll play on something and then it's like, well, how much would you pay for that?
Yeah.
How much would you pay for that?
That's a really good
So
deal.
for me, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be a couple $1,000s because, you know, it comes with, what's the software worth?
Right.
You know, it comes with the free software, all of these other free files.
Yeah.
You know, they've already loaded all of this other stuff. You have this full library that's free of all of these other things that you can cut. I mean, more things than what you'd want to do.
Yeah. And the best thing is the Memento is also, because it's connected to Wi-Fi, it's updatable. So
Right.
as new features, so like at the very moment, you can't put an app on your phone and talk to it with your phone. I'm sure it's coming. And it's updatable. So you won't have to trade in your Memento for a Memento 2 because now you can use your phone. They're just going to, here's an update for it.
Right.
I love that it's updatable.
Yeah.
Because that's where a lot of these craft ones change, is now they have a new feature. So instead of being able to just update your machine to accept that
You
kind
get
of
the
product.
Silhouette 2 or the Silhouette 3.
So I love,
Yeah. Well, it's not $2,000.
No.
It's way, way, way less than that. What does happen with FAF, and again, all other machines, you know, as well, is that they do something called map pricing. So this is the suggested retail price, but they don't want dealers to undercut each other. That's just not nice, not fair. And so there's certain pricing that we can't go under. But they also have a launch thing with this. We don't have any in stock except for the one that we brought home. Out of everybody who was at the training, only 2 shops got to take one home. We were one. And so that I could show you, but it's in my car.
Yeah.
But anyway, there is a special launch price and a launch package. And we will put a link because we can put it on the website. So you can kind of look at that just a little bit. Mother's Day is coming up. You know, there's always an opportunity to add something to your wish list. But anyway, it is only $699, which I think is a crazy good deal. I thought, well, that can't be right. That can't be right. It has to be more than that. It's worth a lot because then I think all of those fun little things, all of the fun little gift options, and, you know, whether it's for family reunion, for weddings, for teacher gifts, for... Oh, she's mad. She's mad. Okay, we're going to try to finish this conversation, but now we've got trouble in the room. Hi.
What are you talking about?
Oh, do you want to see me? So it's only $699, but the other thing that they did is they're adding this bundle package where you get extras of extra blades, extra mats, extra pens, all of these other things, all of the tools. It's a $500, right? $600.
It's almost
package?
$600, yeah.
For like $250. And so there's a you'll see there's just the package, I mean just the machine, and then there's the bundle. So anyway, what we're doing is we're doing pre-orders. This is not going to last very long, and I think it's mostly the bundle.
The bundle that's
going
go
away.
fast. Yeah.
And so they will change that fairly quickly. So we're going to leave it up, and it's going to say a pre-order. And when do you think that we'll get them and be able to ship them? Probably in about a week?
They thought in a week. They thought they were pretty much ready because FAF also, and all of them, Singer, Viking, whatever, they moved their head shipping company down to Nashville instead of in Laverne, Tennessee. So they moved it. They just finished moving their warehouse.
On like the 11th.
Yeah. So they're just starting back up on shipping, and they're trying to ship out first back-ordered items on some of the machines, and then they will start doing the brand new items. So I think we're about a week out before they even start shipping out the Mementos.
Yeah.
But
we didn't want to wait. we didn't want to wait because now that we can actually sell them online, which is super, super nice, that's that whole big thing. And so we wanted to hurry up and get in there so we can be first before they change that. Because sometimes that's what will happen is with the launch,
all of a sudden.
it might only last for a week. So we want to do that for as long as possible and give you guys this opportunity. And then I think what we're going to do is probably maybe like next Wednesday, we're going to do a quick little tutorial on it. And we'll mention that. And then I guess we'll see. Hopefully by then we'll still be able to have that launch price, but just in case, we just didn't really want to wait. But anyway, super awesome. I just can't wait to start making retreat presents and bags. And
super fun. Because I think we're on Monday, we'll put our first order in for the bundle packages for those who have ordered, some of the local gals who've been watching for it. So super excited.
I can't wait. I can't think of the last time a product that I was so excited for. And part of it is because of all of those things that I pay stickers. I buy stickers.
You pay good money.
I buy stickers all the time. I mean, look at my book. Yeah. I buy stickers all the time, and these stickers are, $3 or $4. I can make my own stickers.
Yeah, little Lizzie stickers.
I can make little Lizzie stickers. And then the other thing is all of the cups, and the mugs, and somebody in Soap Lake loves you. Or
hey, what is happening?
Godzilla.
We don't know.
If you suddenly go black.
She's back.
So anyway, all of those options. And then even just being able to cut out little bag, you could do earrings, but also the zipper pulls.
Oh, yeah.
And there was I have the longest list of things and retreat items and gifts and stuff that I want to make. So I'm super, super excited. But anyway, so we wanted to share that. And then...
And that's why the newsletter went out Tuesday instead of Monday.
Yeah.
We were trying to work on it during our breaks for our class, and then we only got so far. And then we had to drive 5 hours to get home, so, And I get super car sick if I do anything. If I can't be on my phone, I can't... Yeah, so I couldn't work on my computer either.
No. And she was driving so that I could be the navigator, which did not go well at all. It was so bad. It was so bad. So we haven't been, so our training was down in Portland, and Portland is like 5 hours from us.
Yeah.
If you don't know exactly where we are here. So we are in the centralmost part of Washington State. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And so Oregon and Canada are equal distances, and Spokane and Seattle are equal distance from us. Yeah. And so it's about 5 hours, 4.5 to 5 hours to get down to Portland. But usually when we go down there, I can't think of the last time we were actually in Portland. We don't go there for anything. Because if we go to the airport, it's fairly easy. You get down, you stay on I-84, and then you take the exit, I don't know, 22 or whatever it is. It's pretty easy to get there. But something had happened, and...
we missed an exit. What happened was it was like a 4 exit, so it was like a 4-lane freeway, and all 4 lanes exited somewhere different.
Yeah.
And so we had to take the 3rd exit, but our 3rd exit then quickly turned into a 2 exit.
Yeah.
But we were in the wrong lane, and we kept going off the wrong exit. And
it was like branches from a tree. Because at one point we were on I-84 and Highway 30 and maybe Highway 12 and also 205 or something. And so, it was off, and then, but you better be here and you better be here. And there was a great big truck right in front of us. Yeah. And so you couldn't see until, we were supposed to be on that one. Well, you can't just go down, exit off, get back on, come back and go back. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. So instead of coming into Portland and up to the airport, we came into Portland. We ended up heading south. Then we had to go west. Then we had to go north and then come back.
We looped all the way back around.
An hour. An hour later. It was...
Mom was counting mints, guys.
Oh my gosh. It was terrible. And what was kind of fun was that at least, when we got there, we found things all along the way to laugh at. And when we got there, I think we crashed into the hotel at about 11 o'clock, fairly loud.
Yeah.
And I know. And we were laughing, but, and then I at least said, that's what's so nice is that we can be lost in downtown Portland, fearing for our lives.
Not a good time of day. And in the dark.
And then we had to find a spot to stop so we could get out so I could go back and get my phone was dying. And I had to get that little plug-in thing, but it was in my bag.
I at least found a clean, well-lit parking space. You can dive, hurry, go fast. Luckily, there was a pediatrics one right next to us, a dog grooming on the side. It was very clean.
I was nervous.
I think we're okay.
I was super nervous.
Make it quick.
I was super nervous. We were not out at a time when we should have been out. So
we were sitting ducks.
We were sitting ducks, yes. But anyway, we made it, and it was fine. And so, and then
the best part, we were in the totally wrong spot. We again took another turn, and we should have kept going straight because apparently it weaved around and came back through. And so I was going to try to cut through, how sometimes in the medians they have the U-turns that I know police officers and emergency personnel are supposed to use, but I was going to use one. I was creeping because I saw one coming in there. 2 police officers are sitting in there.
Well,
and I'm stopped on this 4-lane highway.
Yeah.
Thinking, should I blink? Should I say, excuse me?
Never
Never mind. So they kept going. Nobody followed me. I stopped.
It was so obvious.
On a highway.
Yeah.
And I kept going, and then we hit another light. I'm going to U-turn at this
We're
light.
going to U-turn
and then we came back past them. Probably speeding. I was probably speeding.
And they were still there.
No, I'm a bit concerned about this white car that kept circling. What are they doing?
No.
Yeah,
because we were on the wrong side. And how we knew it was there.
Escort me. That was all I needed, an escort officer because I'm lost.
Yeah.
Because we knew we needed to be right. We were like... the hotel was right here, and there was 4 lanes of, I was like, where's the other lanes of highway? How do we get over that? It was like a frontage road.
There was lanes going this way, lanes going this way. You couldn't get across. But the funny thing about that is that it's because we saw the sign. Yeah. We saw the sign that said, no U-turn. This great big sign, and that meant there was a U-turn there.
I was gonna do it.
And so she's over in the lane getting ready, and then as she gets up, so in case you didn't, as she gets up, but she actually stops.
There was one facing this way and one facing that way.
Yeah, looking like,
excuse me,
you guys are blocking me here. And so, yeah. And then we went all the way up over. They totally knew what you did up there. Totally didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, we should have been arrested multiple times.
Yeah. Multiple tickets should have been handed. But,
we made it. We made it there. We made it back. And,
everyone's perfectly safe, even the car.
Everyone was perfectly safe. Yes.
All
right. So that special we did all of that for you for the memento. So that special is online right now.
Yep. And we'll keep it on there, and we'll update you next Wednesday on how long that special is still expected to continue, or when we have to cut it off. But so you'll have at least a couple days to research it if you want to, talk to somebody at home if you need to, and then our first order will go in on Monday. For those of you who place the order for just the machine or the bundle.
Yeah. Super exciting. Super exciting to get it. And, they're going to ask, so what was the deal with the shipping? What did we decide? So that is the price if you're going to pick it up. For shipping, it will be a little oversized shipping.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to insure it.
We're going to insure it. So it'll be a little bit. But we're thinking still that it won't be more than... Tracy's not here today,
I wouldn't say it wouldn't be more than $30.
At the very
and I would say that is continental U.S. I think Alaska and Hawaii and any of the...
probably don't want to deal with
Probably, it's going to be a little more expensive. Everything to Alaska is more, even though, because they have a little bit of water to get through. She's just sitting there playing with the little bits. I don't know what she's doing. And then Hawaii is always more because of the air. So keep that in mind. That's going to be probably a little bit more expensive to get to Alaska or to Hawaii. But anywhere in continental U.S. should be fine. Canada, I don't even know, guys.
You can call us first and find out. But we, the other thing too that we're thinking is we're going to give you a little shipping rebate. I mean, we're comfortable in paying for half of it, to get it to you.
Yeah.
So if Tracy were here, and if I had the machine here for her to measure,
we'd have the full breakdown by region. But she's not here.
But she's not here. So email us or order it and say, hey, call me first or whatever. Yeah. And
because you'll pay the $9 of shipping up front, but then after
it
that,
might be about another 10,
maybe another 10. But we'll probably call every single person and let you know what shipping is, and keep in mind it's not going to be there fast. Not your regular 3 days
priority.
It's probably going to go slow, but it'll probably be about a week, 7 to 8 days.
Yeah.
For it to get to you, because we're not going. It'll probably be by truck. So, but yeah, super exciting.
Worth it to get it.
Super excited to play with it. We're gonna have it at the bag retreat. We're also gonna have a serger at the bag retreat, both of them. I'm gonna have the memento at the machine embroidery retreat. We're gonna do a demo and then
and even have a project.
And have a project that we have cut out on there. So super fun.
And we're kind of thinking, I mean, we have so many lists, so many things we want to make on it, that we think that in our class repertoire of things that we do, we're going to show you some things on the memento, and we'll add a bunch of YouTube videos. I think almost
every retreat will have the memento. Like your Christmas one's going to have it.
It's such a game changer.
Yeah. Probably the beginner retreat is probably the only one that won't have it unless you guys request to see it, and then, don't pull our arms too hard. We'll go find it.
Totally go find it. Yeah,
totally. So
I just worry a little bit because I think that this special, I'm not so sure we're going to see a bundle special like this again.
Yeah, the bundle special is one of their kind of open area, and I agree. I think that's the only thing you have to kind of act fast on. The machine itself, you can get every day. Even those accessories and parts you can get anytime you want. Yeah. Just getting it at, almost cost is you're not going to see again. I agree.
All right.
Fantastic.
Okay, we'll see you tonight for box opening.
New stuff.
And then I'm going to mention up front that Sunday for box opening, just FYI, we'll have some fun little presents for you guys because Monday is Earth Day.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I ordered some things for you guys like a month ago. I've been waiting to give presents for Earth Day.
Good.
So,
awesome.
Yeah. So we'll see you tonight, and we'll see us. Will we see them any other time this week? Anything?
Thursday you'll see the last block of Color Dance, and then we will sew it all together again. So
very good.
Hopefully you can get some blocks done. If you've already have it done, good for you. Send me some pictures. If you have your Color Dance quilt done, you can send them through. You can send them through a Fabric Patch the Facebook page and send me those pictures, or email it to info@fabricpatch.net so that when I do the finishing that you'll see in 2 weeks, I will put a little slideshow at the end of people who have finished blocks, or even if you just have all your blocks done and not all sewn together and you're on your design wall. Yeah, we want to see it anyway. We'll do a little show and tell at the very end. So share those pictures, info@fabricpatch.net, and we'll see those in 2 weeks. But so we're almost done.
Good. Do they want to say goodbye to Maisie?
Maisie, you want to say goodbye?
Say what?
We'll have her for box opening. She's just having a ball over there.
Playing with the wool.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.